What's cracking, guys? SpaRkz here, and I've got a nice long commentary just for you because it's my spring break. That's right, I'm excited, and so far my week's been spectacular. Thanks for asking. Anyway, you may have noticed that Ignite hasn't done much for the channel, and that's because he's in Dominican Republic right now, relaxing his ass off, that lucky bastard. Also, yesterday was Easter Sunday, so if all you Christians out there celebrating Jesus or whatever the hell holiday is about had a great time. And by the way, I'm doing this commentary for the third time, so hopefully this time will work, because it's pretty annoying, and I'm doing it on Monday night, so it'll probably be up either tomorrow or the next day, because I'm too lazy to render and all that shit right now. Anyway, so today I wanted to start a new series for the channel, that all of us can interact in, meaning the DG clan and our subscribers to interact, and that series is going to be story time. My story involves with sports, more specifically baseball. Now, I'm not a huge fan of baseball or anything, but in 3rd grade I wanted to try it out, just to see what it's like. At the time, I played plenty of other sports, which are basketball, soccer, and a sports called squash, which I bet 99.9% of you guys don't even know what that is. And for that 0.1% guy, I salute to you, sir. But anyway, I'm getting off topic, and it's time for some epic stories. Dim the lights and hand me the book. Let's get started. Keep in mind, this is one of the most embarrassing moments of my life, but I have plenty more that are even worse. So it all started out on a nice school night at the high school for tryouts in order to see what team you'll be put in. This was the rec league, so the coaches wanted to see our potential baseball skills to make the teams most fair as possible, because they divided the teams into 12 or so. So I'm trying out. I'm sitting next to Matt in the hallway, aka Reflex, and we're chilling out, waiting for about 30 minutes till we're finally called into the main gymnasium. And once inside the gym, it was baseball everywhere. Now, the coaches, they set up all this type of stuff, you know. They had all these different drills around just to see our strengths and weaknesses. So so here I come, you know, my little self walking down doing the first drill. Now what's this? I remember clearly this big guy who had a mustache and a beard. I'm pretty sure it was a parent or something, I have no clue. But he was throwing pop flies to everyone. So, basically, I was about one of the first ones, maybe first or second or something. So, I go, and all you need to do, he throws a pop fly, and all you need to do is catch it, right? Simple enough. So, knowing me, I didn't catch the ball. In fact, I missed so badly, it hit me right in my nose, and gave me a nosebleed. And half the crowd was laughing while the other was in shock and feeling my pain. And in that situation, I was so embarrassed and felt completely retarded. It was completely ridiculous. So finally, my proud father, you know, he comes up and cleans the dreadful, massive, like, mess that I made, and takes me home. Now it's been probably 2-3 weeks, and I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. And finally, my mom gets an email from the coaches stating that I'll be put on the Panthers team. Now, first practice comes up, you know, maybe a week or so later, and I'm excited, you know, I'm pumped. I want to show the coaches what I've got, even though they probably got a terrible report and so on and so forth. We got there, the coaches seemed really nice, you know. The head coach, you're gonna hear about him more later, I promise you that, because that dickhead ruined my whole sports career, and after that 3rd grade year, I didn't want to play baseball anymore. That's practically the conclusion to that. But yeah, he was in the beginning, he seemed really nice, you know. He was a parent of one of the players on the team. His son was also pretty decent. Now he's a total dickhead, also, must get it from his father. Excuse me there. Yeah, he got to know me more, he got to know the players, it was more relaxed, and he told us what our strengths was, and I told him I liked the field, I didn't like too much action in the midfield, so I was put in right field, and, you know, I learned my lesson back in that gym, that I couldn't make any more stupid mistakes, so, I practiced a little bit, threw pop flies in my driveway, and caught them, and I got a lot better, guys. So practice makes permanent, and perfect practice makes a perfect view. So, yeah, exactly. So we're continuing the season here. Seems fine. We go into our first game, and I'm pretty sure we won that because we were undefeated until the finals, and I'll tell you more about that later. But after the first game, I remember our coach needed head surgery, or he didn't have like a tumor or anything. I don't know what he needed. I'm really not sure. I'm not gonna say anything, so I don't want to say anything bad or false rather. But basically he left, so the assistant coach he took his spot and basically did a great job. You know, he brought us up, and he was a great coach. You know, he helped us pull through a lot of wins, and he was great connection to all the players. So after about 5 weeks or whatever, however long, maybe a month, so that's about a month, the coach comes back, the head coach, and all of a sudden, from his normal nice self, comes out to be the biggest asshole you could ever see. He started, remember, we're third graders, and he starts screaming at us at the F word, and even in front of our own parents during the game when we would make mistakes. So we were all a little shocked. Even his own son was kind of shocked, and I felt bad for him. Because it was his dad, and everyone knew that everyone hated him. So finally, we got a deal that if we got like a double play or something, or anything good like that, if we got a double play, let's say, then we got to go to Magic Fountain, which was the best ice cream place in the entire neighborhood. The best. I still and usually got a Magic Blend, which is basically ice cream mixed with whatever topping you want. It's like the best thing in the world. I suggest going to there, even though you probably don't know where I live. But anyway, we'll move on here. So we actually got that double play, and unfortunately, I did not attend not the lesson, but the practice that we had in order to go to Magic Fountain. Because unfortunately, I didn't like it at all, baseball anymore. Once he came back with he had like tape around his head, I remember, because I don't know, that's just how he was fixed or something, I don't know. So basically he had tape around his head, and he became a total asshole. So basically, I didn't attend any practices or barely any games. I made half the games and like a quarter of the practices, because I thought it was terrible. It was the worst time of my life every time I went there. It was almost like jail. So at last, he takes us to the finals. We're in the finals. I guess I was a big part in right field, because we mostly had players that were strong in the infield. We had like 5 pitchers out of like, how many kids are there on the field? Like 8, maybe, I don't know, I can't count right now, because I would wait too long, and then blah blah blah. Get back in topic here. Oh my god, it's 11 o'clock, I'm a little crazy. But anyway, made it to the championships. I wanted to prove to that jackass that I had a position in this world, so I missed that game, and we lost, even though I probably didn't make a significant difference in that game. Oh, or I would have, but I had my rights and he disavowed them. I remember one time, this one play, it was a pop fly. I couldn't see. I had an excuse. The sun, perfectly normal. You can't see in the sun. So he calls me over. It's like, hey, you, come here. So I'm like, all right. So I walk over. He calls me over, and then he's just like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't see. The sun was so mad. That's bullshit. I want you to go out there and give me your best effort, because I don't want to see anything more like that. So I was pretty scared, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I almost pissed my pants. So that will conclude the story of me and my embarrassing moments back in the days of 3rd grade with my terrible coach. But yeah, we lost the championship, guys. I probably said that about 14 billion times 2 to the 2nd power times. But hopefully you enjoyed this video and the idea of the series. So yeah, guys, remember to drop a like or a favorite if you did enjoy it, because it helps our channel grow, and see if you guys actually are sexually pleased with the idea of the series. So anyway, that will conclude this video, and I'll see you all later.